They have a couple kids, 5 years old, 8 years old. They're looking for something to do next weekend, and they want to embrace. They want to go out and do things in nature, but like maybe they don't have a lot of money. They don't know what to do. So, like you said before, they do nothing because it's too many decisions, and we don't do anything. We stay in the house and watch video games. So,
Yeah.
what can they do?
I mean, I always say start within your own zip code. Don't go way out. Don't go far. Don't go places you're not familiar with. Start in your own zip code, places that you're familiar with. You're close to where you live, so it's not a crazy drive. And just there are so many great places to take hikes, especially in Seminole County. Go find a great place to hike. Get out there early. Don't leave at 11:30 and get out there at noon. Get out there early, and you do that because it's cool, and that's when you're gonna see wildlife. You do a trail hike at noon, you ain't gonna see nothing, but you
Okay.
go out there at 8:30, you're gonna see a deer, you're gonna see all kinds of birds, you're gonna hear all kinds of wildlife, because that's when wildlife is active. So, start small and build. Nothing happens overnight. You have to build this culture of, "This is what we do." You get comfortable with that. You might wanna go camping, or you might wanna rent a boat, rent a pontoon boat and go out for the day and go on the intercoastal, or have kind of a cool moment. But here's what you have to remember is that you know you don't know what you're doing, and that's okay. Let your child know that you're learning this. We're going to learn this together, and that
Yeah.
brings that child in and allows that child to be a part of what you're learning. Especially for dads, we want to pretend like, oh, I know how to do this, I know how to camp, I got this. Kids, back up, I'll show you how to do this. But if you
Right.
don't know, you don't know. And you
Yeah.
need to be honest with your kid about that. "Hey, let's do this
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't know where we should go hiking. Like, what do we need? Do we need a hiking stick? Let's get on the computer and find a place to hike." Bring them in on that, give them some buy-in, let them pick which one, where should we go? You wanna go here, you wanna go there?
Yeah.
Give them some buy-in on it and start small, and then you can expand further out, further out. Next thing you know, you're going to the Keys, going lobster, and you're going up to, the Panhandle to
Yeah.
do something cool up there. So don't bite off more than you can chew.
Right.
Start slow and, build from there, but you gotta be consistent with it. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And also know the worst experiences, as you know, Mike, are gonna be the ones they will remember.
Oh man.
They're not gonna remember the beautiful
My
day.
kid
They're gonna
still
remember.
remembers when we went camping. And look, and to your point, I think it's important. You have to be real with your kids. You can't tell them, "Hey, if your kid's 5 years old, right, you want to be like, oh man, I'm going to show you how to camp." But
Yeah,
you tell them, "I've never camped before." And you know what? Here's a great thing. We did that, and as the story goes, I want to take my son out camping because I'd never been camping before. My dad never did these things with me, but I wanted to provide the experience. So I told him, I said, "Listen, buddy, I want to go camping. It's cool because it's going to be my first time doing it too. So we get to experience it together. But we'll know what I'm doing. So I'm going to call a buddy of mine. He's the man. I'm going to get everything we need." And I did. And it was a disaster, not because you misinformed me or anything,
because
but
you didn't have
we
the
got
you weren't
there
looking at the
late.
weather.
And it rained, and it was, but you know what? But that was so memorable because
Yeah,
we it was like we faced this challenge together.
yes.
Like in a moment, we said, "All right, it's raining. Get the headlights on. Let's get this campsite up quick, quick." And all of a sudden, it was like then we lay in there at night, and it was a little wet in the camp. It was a little wet in the tent, but it's all good. But we were laughing about it, and and
Yeah.
and we still remember that.